Hi, Leo. I love you, honey. And thank you for everything you do for me and us here on the channel. I appreciate you so much. So let's get started. Challenge, advice, and outcome. Let's try to get some spiritual message for you. To see, we're also going to pull external energy, challenge, advice, and outcome for them. So let's get started. I love you, honey. Holy angels, holy spirits, to the divine above, angels and ancestor gods for Leo. So, honey, you come out with 3 aspects of your birth chart: Tron, sextile, and opposition. In case you don't know, this symbol right here, opposition, looks like a lollipop on both ends. You're going to find that right in the middle of your birth chart. And on each side of that lollipop is 2 different signs. Planets and stuff could be there. You're going to look for a Tron or a sextile. When you get into these kind of aspects, for example, a Tron has 3 points. It's supposed to be an easy flow. But when you get to the sextile, that's going to be the motivation on what's going to make it easy. So allow me to shuffle. Let's see, Leo. Holy angels, holy spirits, to the divine above, angels and ancestor gods for Leo. What is the biggest challenge right now for Leo? The Trine and the sextile, the symbiosis, through the opposition, shiznix. I tried to shuffle again. Leo energy in the 7th house. If you don't know what your 7th house is, it's what's against you. Secret friends, enemies. 7th house is what's against your 1st house. The person you're trying to be in this world. Relationships, partnerships, friends. Relationships through mother and daughter, through father and son. Those need to be confronted. Something here needs to be confronted. That's your biggest challenge. So let's see. What exactly needs to be confronted? And it's like a confrontation, an opposition. And like I said, when you get to your 7th house, what's in your 7th house? What is the biggest challenge? And you're coming out with a number 52 and 53. 54 would be a challenge to stable. So there's the 4 of Cups. The opposition, what you need to confront is, it says a delusion of a missed opportunity, remorse of regret. 4 of Cups is ignoring the blessing. With the 5 Cups, unemotionally fulfilled. You've been ignored. Your emotions have been ignored and you are not happy. You used to love this person. You want to still love this person, but you just can't love them enough because yourself won't let you. The world, a completion of achievement, behind the scenes, intuition, a caution, a red flag of your intuitive machine. Let's read before we clarify. The opposition in the trine and sextile, the confrontation of the symbiosis. This is the biggest challenge. You're feeling stagnant and you're having a hard time focusing on the things that once made you happy and fulfilled. Be mindful of the possible opportunities. When your time's run out somewhere, situations, there's just nothing more you can do with them. And you don't want to ignore them, but you want to safely, elegantly tell them to fuck off. And how you're going to do that is through your 5 cups. Your emotions have been tested. You've suffered a heartbreak long enough, perhaps a divorce, a breakup, a feeling abandonment, and a bereavement. But with all this negative connotations that this card can bring, there is a positive message that no matter how dire your situation, there's always a silver lining. You just need to choose to see it. And if you don't see it, draw your own. So here's the 5 of Cups. Sooner than expected, within a few days, you're going to manifest it. You're going to manifest to fill your own cups of emotion this week. What's the external energy that's causing you to have to do this? You feel like you've been confronted. And 4 cups and 5 cups, being emotionally content. But 5 cups, just missing the opportunity. I don't think you feel it anymore to be emotional with someone. That comes later, you're saying. So the biggest challenge here is the main male and a privileged lady with a sudden wealth in the family room. Okay, so I'm going to say here, someone married a main male for money. So I'm going to pull the other deck that goes with this, that coincides with this deck, and with this, I'm going to see where the feminine and the masculine is in this main male and privileged lady. Where would the divine feminine Leo be in the main male and privileged lady? Leo. Unexpected money. The court give it to the feminine. Where's the masculine? His thoughts. Expectation. Well, he expected something different. Not for everybody. One masculine thought that they would leave with this one woman and they'll be together forever and rich as a motherfucker. But now, sad news, high honors, grief and sorrow through legal matters. You know you're in spiritual trouble. You know you are in trouble with the divine. You might not have done anything wrong by man-made law of the land, man-made law of the land, but somebody here crossed a boundary of the spiritual realm that they should have never touched. A small child, high honor, the refreshment of an expectation of a gift. At least one person here had a child, didn't want the child, but took it as an obligation. Didn't take it as a blessing, took it as an obligation. You can't do that. You just cannot. So since the feminine is in her unexpected money in the court of the divine there, I'm going to say, the masculine was sad news. Oh, thievery, deception, high honor, and a pleasant letter. So the masculine here must have got a message either by dream or through something that he saw, that he got paid back for what he did somewhere. Because the thievery, that's the 7 of Swords. That's deception, sneaking around, deceiving. You're carrying around 5 swords that belong to someone else, somebody else's freaking problems. What is the sooner than expected within a few days? Sooner than expected within a few days for the feminine. What's going to clarify the court and the unexpected money? So she's rebuilding the foundation of a contract, or she has acknowledged that this contract she rejected. The feminine is coming to a conclusion that this rejection was the biggest blessing of all. She says, thank you for the lesson and thank you for the blessing. I receive and I release. Oh my goodness. What is the 4 cups, 5 cups for the divine feminine? Look at that. The devil, Capricorn energy. She says, I'm sorry, devil, but you're confused about the plan to analyze the challenge with a new perspective of a soul search reflection. She told this devil, without your freaking temptation, I would not have reflected my thoughts. Where's the divine masculine in the 4 cups, 5 cups? 4 of Pentacles, that's a hold. He has halted his success, or he's holding back from recognizing the truth about walking away, following through peacefully with family, being at peace at home, but in distress over the emotional decision of the sun, thinking about the sun, Leo energy, daydreaming, night thinking, seeing the bigger picture. an emotional ascension to move forward to. If you're a feminine, there is a masculine saying, the best thing for me to do is to go over there. Not rebuilding with the karma, not rebuilding with something that's spiritually unjust, waiting for the unknown, waiting to block the trickery behind the scenes of the blessing to be initiated. Someone wants to come in, but they don't want their people around them to know. They are successfully in halt still because of the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the 10 Swords. Feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to, and betrayed, at a dead end, confused, spiritually confused, assessing the investments of the transformation. They're like in divine timing. Within 7 years, they will transition. This is your confrontation. It's like you against the world right now. Aquarius energy and the King of Cups in strategic thought. To be emotionally controlled, Scorpio and Aquarius behind the scenes, manifesting to block the move. There's your 10 Swords. Unknowingly moving forward to acknowledge, to make a stand in the right time, to so reflect on a new perspective of that immature sexual energy. Look at that, the Emperor and the Empress. To have a peaceful transition. You have to allow time. Time doesn't heal all wounds. They help them. You have to allow it to go, because if this is a situation, if you push it, it's going to mess up again, and then it's going to have to go another 7-year cycle. You don't want that to happen, do you? So you're going to give it time to mend. That's your challenge. Let's see what comes out. What would be the advice to the Leo in this reading? Your 12th house. Your 12th house represents ending of a cycle, an introspection of every realm through Libra energy, being able to balance out that. That's justice. Justifying your spiritual balance scales to make sure it's 50-50. Through Uranus. Uranus is a distinction. It's an ending so something can begin. For example, you built a brand new house. It's not what you want, so you demolish it to the ground and you rebuild. That's what this is. So you're balancing out an introspection. Whatever you're looking into, you're doing it with looks like you got the chakras here. Every chakra. Start listening to some YouTube videos where you can manifest and meditate. So what is the advice? Ace of Cups. 4 Wands. Oh my goodness, that's a twin flame love. Love at home. Love in the home. A proposal, marriage, intuition, new feelings, harmony, relaxation, celebration, home, community. Happy life, happy family, happy home. Even the dog eats good. Letting go of any emotional baggage that is weighing you down and start truly living your life. Return home or being with people and places that feel familiar and feel like home. Oh my goodness. You know, that would put somebody at a total different stance with the world. Then you have the strength card at the bottom. Are you shitting me? No, we're not. Beautiful. Strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. You feel you're under pressure, but it's almost like you work better under pressure. You focus better under pressure. You can put your letters and numbers in sequence under pressure. More under pressure than you can if you have too much room bouncing in your brain. Born to be challenged. The advice is an introspection and a balance. What's the introspection that needs to come to balance? The change of an unexpected income. The change since the unexpected money. The mature woman in despair. A mature woman unemotionally fulfilled because of an expectation of justification. Karmic expectations of a pathway to the coffin, a death to the gift of great fortune and sudden wealth. So they want you to balance out what you when you feel rich. When you don't have any money and things like that, do you still feel rich? Do you still appreciate life? Are you still appreciative to everything you have and everything you do not have? That's where they want you to be. That's your advice. Be thankful something has happened. Just appreciate the bad things as well as the good things and everything in between. So through the balance of this introspection, success and love because of murky thoughts, short illness in the living room and the main female. This main female has thought herself to hell at one time. She's self-disciplined. So through the balance of the introspection, I'm going to say twin flame love or loving somebody, love in marriage, love in the home. What's the unexpected income and change for the feminine? The good lady. Oh my gosh, and the main female. She said, I deserve it all. I deserve everything I'm looking for. She's a woman in her own mirror because of the house and Hope Big Water. She's loving herself. She could have cried a couple times and told herself, you got this. Where's the masculine in the change and unexpected income? A journey in a military. 10-4 hut. Success and love in the living room. He's going to be thinking about a meeting in the living room. Success and love must have been something that happened. So what happened to the success and love? It's the military. He had to walk the chalk, had to walk the line, his thoughts, and that's what he's thinking about. The long road and the big luck. We're going to keep going. I know you can probably hear stereo, but we're not going to stop. We're okay. So the advice to the feminine through the main female and the good lady, what would it be? In June, within a year. In April, a long time. Something must be getting ready to happen because what is within a year for the feminine? Alone. Planning and preparing, foresight alone. Or she's going to be able to turn her back on feeling helpless, feeling ignored. Because the King of Swords, the masculine and strategic thought of a defense. The divine is telling this feminine, don't worry too much about it, because the masculine, he actually has to be strategic. And when you're strategic, think about Albert Einstein, how many years he had to spend alone to come up with some inventions that he did. You cannot do this with other people around. So the feminine, alone in preparation. And what she preparing for is twin flame love. Love and marriage. Libra energy with the balance scales. Spiritually balanced through an introspection of her chakras. Where's the masculine? 2 swords. Queen of Pentacles. She could be an ex. It's an undermined by judgment. Breaker, breaker, what done? Oh, calling on the divine. Father, are you there? So the 10 swords, everybody says, well, why is he always coming on masculine? Well, you see it on the table. 10 swords, feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to him, betrayed. Allowed himself to be undermined so many times. And the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, this could be a mother, an ex, or a wife. So let's clarify her right here. Who is the Queen of Pentacles to the divine feminine, Leo? Deception, deceit, interferences. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. This could be interferences or deception on the feminine being emotionally nurtured. Who's the Queen of Cups and what's she got to do with the Queen of Pentacles? The Fool. 8 Swords. Mental freedom. To be emotionally complete. justifying the initiation of an independent acknowledgement of a blockage. So there's something that the masculine does not know about the Queen of Pentacles. Or he's trying to block an ex. So let's ask that one more time. Who is the Queen of Pentacles to the feminine? Emotional recovery. Unemotionally fulfilled. It's heavy to control yourself. And you know, a situation when somebody says something and you want to fucking say something back, but you know if you do, shit's going to hit the fan. A masculine and strategic thought about that sexual preference. A shocking revelation of strategy. Either cheated in a marriage or cheated on the twin. That the feminine manifested the masculine to come back. Chase the acknowledgement of the path of interest to reconsider the intuitive independence. The feminine spiritually tested this masculine from afar. She sent him a test to see if he would listen to himself. He didn't. Why didn't he? Leo energy, King of Cups, because maybe Leo was too powerful, emotionally controlled to attain emotional thoughts. 7 wands, 7 cups. That's got a steer to every cup. 777. That's an angel number. The King of Swords and the 10 wands. There's something heavy on a masculine's mind. What's heavy about the feminine? Leo. Long-time freedom. Analyzing the freedom. Being free of being heartbroken and ending the cycle. So the masculine is thinking that the feminine would be the only one that can free themselves from ever getting their feelings hurt again. Look at that. 2 souls into one. Soulmate love. And that's what they think about. 7, 8, 9, 10 cups. What is the advice to the masculine when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles? Rebuilding the marriage heartbroken. Behind the scenes, you just need to wipe the slate clean. Start over. This would be a situation, masculine, that buying a new home isn't going to make your marriage easier. Having a child isn't going to push you to get along better. Need to think about the perspective of how you're going to fix the situation. Need to step back for a minute. Potential outcomes. Should you take advice? Leo. Oh, Neptune. And Leo energy, baby. Excuse me. Whenever you get Neptune in a reading, this is an energy that you cannot control. It's an external planet. It's exactly a 165-year cycle. You're born into this cycle. The answer is no. It's too unclear right now. You got to fix something where you know that another problem can't come through. You got to go to the root of the freaking problem and fix it there. For example, you got a problem in a company. You're not going to go to some freaking woman just answering the phone or man just answering the phone. You're going to go in and you say, I want to talk to the manager. And when they say, oh, he's not here right now, we'll say, okay, well, who's his boss? You're going to go to the core of the situation. That's the outcome. Neptune is a vision of something's not clear. So you're going to go find something and clear it up. What you're clearing up is the second house of resources, where you're finding your information through the 7th house. Remember this come out at the beginning of the reading. Your 7th house is once again your enemies. I picture somebody walking into the office and saying, "Hey, did you say this about me?" Just to get something clear. You want to know what was said and what the plans was. You want them to know that you know. You're shining through the vision that you have. What is the outcome here to clarify for Leo? Strength, courage, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. It's coming out with the Two of Wands, a discovery, making decisions, patiently waiting on the right time to choose a path of passion. You've been hit with a spark of inspiration. Now you must figure out how to turn that fire into action. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Four of Swords, block the initiation of interest. Chariot, to move forward away from the past, from a circle of friends. First of all, I'd like to know who the King of Cups is for the feminine before I say anything. Two Swords, stuck stagnant on the indecision, blocked, being emotionally controlled from truth. The Star, blocked from finding truth because judgment. He's got to look for judgment. He's got to be curious on the final and firm decision that he makes. So who is the King of Cups? The Page of Wands, flirtatious initiation of interest of the devil. That is temptation. What is the advice for the feminine and masculine Leo altogether here? What is the overall advice? Well, the overall advice would be the Empress. Oh, and the Queen of Swords. Let's see what comes out with the Empress. Page of Wands. A spark of interest with the Empress. While rebuilding the foundation with the Queen of Swords. So the divine wants a masculine to call the feminine or speak about the feminine in front of the Queen of Swords face. That right there is going to karmically release you. It's going to justify your freedom. Oh my gosh. Knight of Swords, argument, rushing in the contract, rushing in to commit the Knight of Cups, a friend in peace, ending the cycle on the initiation to acknowledge you got to leave behind the third party to see the truth about the Queen of Wands. Two Cups, that's a female fire sign soulmate, true soulmate, being blocked and held back. Four Pentacles. What is the Scorpio energy and the Libra energy here for the Leo overall? Through the vision of your power, honey. In July, in the summer, and in December. So there's a cycle that may be going to end in December. Let's clarify that part. Let's clarify what December is exactly. The main female and a gift. With a coffin and marriage. That's ending of a marriage, the ending of a relationship. So, where is the feminine here? False person. Success in love. All masculine. A lot of money, legal matters, and a gift. He got the gift too. But a funeral to a small child in prison in the house. High honors, occupation, short illness. So something could have happened when either a situation was rebirthed. High honor come back out with the funeral. The masculine here lost all respect for someone. All respect, all dignity for someone. A small child in the house. And it had to do with a child. Why is the feminine coming out? False person, success in love. She said the false person got it. At peace with the third party. Where's the masculine? High honor and a funeral. Twin flame soulmate. The spiritual realm lost all respect for this masculine for a moment until he releases the tension of being undermined. The sun. Oh my gosh. What is the masculine doing with the sun? Oh, manifesting, contract, to control emotion and leave. There is a masculine that doesn't want to speak up about emotion to a feminine. Or a Scorpio that doesn't want to speak up about emotion to a feminine. Why not? Or a water sign. Because you're already rich. Queen of Wands, you're already rich. Lover, contract, the Empress. Wow. With the Ace of Pentacles, committed to making a stand. They know where you stand. You're going to stand like a piece of concrete. You're going to stand like a statue. Once you made your stance, that's what you're going to do. You're going to keep it. This King of Cups, they want to come rushing in. Gemini, Scorpio, clearly in distress because the Queen of Cups is in reverse. Uh-oh, Queen of Wands. This Queen of Cups wasn't a good queen. They've been opened up to something maybe by a son or a daughter. Pisces energy, spiritually enlightened to acknowledge that the emotional decision that was made, or they had time to rebuild their thought and release the confusion of the moon. Wow. What's the moon? What's hidden? They was interested, but they did ignore it. That's the Four of Cups up there. I'm asking why. A family. Because of family. They had to make a stand for family. Soulmate level. Interfered. Is what interfered in the past was struggling with sex with the Queen of Swords. Struggling to be loved. The masculine here, heartbroken. Here comes the feminine, analyzing the responsibility to reconsider the intuitive transformation after an ending the cycle to justify their freedom. But here comes this 10 swords. There's a masculine here that's only undermined his own independence, his riches, his lover's contract. With a new perspective without support, they're curiously challenging their own manifestations. Somebody needs to stop doing that. Let's get another bundle. What should the divine feminine do right now? There's your Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Be emotionally connected with wealth, domestic duty, doing it right, stabilizing it. It's also destiny. Who's the Queen of Cups for the feminine? Three Pentacles. Rebuild your foundation emotionally and letting go of things you can't control. That way some of it will level up on its own within a few weeks. Having fun in the summer. You're going to be able to call for judgment because of a missed opportunity. Unmotivated. A new spiritual story to analyze through your strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. It's going to make you conserve and preserve your own power. To where all you got to do when you need it, you're going to go over there and drink some. You know, like Popeye eats the spinach. That kind of information. Where is the masculine right now? Three Swords. Oh, so he's unemotionally fulfilled. He's heartbroken. Emotionally misunderstood. behind the scenes, there's been something that has triggered a transformation on the brinks of a collapse, over the limit, going to end the cycle, to start all over, to initiate the Ace of Cups. This milestone wants a second chance with the blessing that he turned down before. Because stress is like eating at him. It's a misunderstanding through stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. The Emperor in reverse. He's thinking, what did he do? Planning and preparing. He knows he has an unclear path, but he needs to restore it. The Lovers and Temperance is what he needs to restore, is finding peace with the lover. After assessing the investments without support, this King of Wands. The Page of Cups, the initiation to rest and reconsider the boundaries of the feminine, especially if it's his destified feminine. External forces is pushing this masculine to be determined and have faith and holding the line and being persistent and maintain when making emotional decisions of what he's looking for in a soulmate. Well, I be daggone. I love you guys. Ciao.